Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host this evening. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Come play. This is the place to get signed up for the game tonight. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get to the website, you're going to notice we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name, followed by an email address. And then lastly, we want to know, are you or are you not a part of the league? Whatever your league status may be, we want you here tonight. So thanks for joining. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our fourth and final theme of the evening is a picture round. So clearly that means that the majority of this game is made up of question and answer style rounds. And here is how it's going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. When you hear me ask that question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning you can see the questions as I'm asking them. Some of your questions may have multiple choice options, but the majority of our questions this evening will be short answer in their structure. Your goal then is to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. You heard me right. There is a countdown timer that will accompany each of the 10 questions in these first 3 rounds of the game. So make sure you always keep an eye out for that timer and that you click submit before it's too late. Imagine a scenario. You've entered in a response and you realize, that's not it, but I know what it is. You are more than welcome to update your response. Just make sure that you click submit again so that we have your most up-to-date response and that you do that before the timer expires. Imagine another scenario. Let's say you've entered in a response and there's a spelling error. That's not a huge deal. I am able to see what you've put for your answers. So I'll make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hello, welcome. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your trivia host tonight. Please come play with us. This is the website to come to get your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you're in the league or not. Once again, you don't have to be in the league to play, but it's fun. You may as well be in the league. What that means is that we keep track of your scores every time you play and compare them to the other teams who are in the league from week to week. Right now, we've got We Drink and We Know Things in the top spot after 6 weeks of season 67, and Team Barf rounding out that 10th spot. You can head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings to see a full rundown of how things are going thus far in season 67. Come on down, get signed up. quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, the place to be. Enter in a team name and email address. Let us know, are you in the league? Are you not in the league? Great. Back to the structure of our game here tonight. So we've got those first 3 rounds that are question and answer style rounds. Then we close out the quiz with a picture round. That final category is structured a little bit differently than our first 3 topics of the evening. So sit tight. Let's wait till we get to that point of the game and I'll walk you through in detail exactly how it's going to work. Before we dive into round number 1, I do have 2 rules for our game here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of trivia: there's no cheating in this game. Please do not look the answers up. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Keep that conversation flowing throughout the game. Just refrain from spoiling things for others in the chat. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the night. This is your final opportunity to get signed up before the game has begun. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and you will be joining these 26 fabulous trivia teams from New York City and around the world. From our first team to get signed up tonight, a warm welcome to the question marks. Down to our most recent team to join us, does this smell like chloroform? And every team in between. A warm welcome and good luck in tonight's game. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about Happy National Potato Day. Potatoes is our theme for round number one. Here's round one, question number one. What potato chip brand introduced the slogan, "Bet you can't eat just one," in the 1960s? A recommendation for those of you playing on anywhere, really. I was going to say on a computer, but I believe it stands regardless of how you're playing. Sometimes when you scroll down on the answer sheet website, it does pause the video up here, and you can get around that by clicking on the video, find that little gear down at the bottom next to the Twitch logo, click pop out player. It'll make the video have its own window, and then you can scroll to your heart's content without any fear of it pausing. Your correct answer for number one, it's Lay's potato chips. Lay's. Bet you can't eat just one. Question two, a nightshade and close relative of a potato, Solanum watniae, is a flowering plant named for a fictional potato growing botanist from what 2011 novel? Solanum watnii, inspired by Mark Watney, botanist in The Martian, is your correct answer for question number two. Question number three. What small, slender potato cultivars are named for their resemblance to phalanges? Named for their resemblance to phalanges. They're fingerling potatoes. For the first time this game, every single submission was correct. Question number 4. What fast food restaurant added baked potatoes to their menu in 1983, soon to be accompanied by their solarium seating and super bar buffet? Those solariums or sunrooms at the front of nearly every single location. They had ferns in them sometimes. Very inviting. Apparently, have gotten a little leaky and hard to upkeep. Places taking them down. It's Wendy's. Wendy's, your correct response for number 4. Question number 5 in this happy National Potato Day round. Inspired by the space race, in a season 8 Halloween episode of the TV series Friends, Ross dressed up as a potato with a metal colander and TV antenna on his head, calling himself what punny name? Ross, true to his nerdy roots, dressed up as Spudnik. Spudnik, your correct response for number 5. 70% of you got that one right. Question number 6. A potato can be used to make a battery with a zinc electrode reacting to the potato's phosphoric acid, causing oxidation. The zinc electrode is the anode, sending electrons to the copper electrode, which is what other electrode type where reduction occurs? The zinc electrode is the anode. The copper electrode is the cathode, is your correct answer for number 6. 48% of you got that one correct. Anyone made a potato battery? Apparently, you can make one out of a lemon as well. Question number 7. What Canadian French fry dish likely gets its name from the Quebecois slang term for mess? Likely a Quebecois slang term for mess. It's poutine, your correct response for number 7. You did quite well on that one. 89% got it right. 3 more questions in this round. Here is number 8. In Toy Story 3, the detachable eye of what character was left behind in Andy's room and acts as a spying device from Sunnyside Daycare? A little tricky, this one. There are, in fact, 2 characters who have detachable eyes and fit this category. And the one that's correct, voiced by Estelle Harris, it's Mrs. Potato Head. Mrs. Potato Head leaves that eyeball behind. And of course, also starring in Toy Story 3 is none other than our theme in season 67. You have just been.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
No crying! There's no crying in baseball!
I don't get it.
Any question?
Tom Hanks. That's right, folks. Tom Hanks is going to come up in every single quiz that we bring your way in season 67. And our next game is coming up 1 week from today. You'll find us back here on Wednesday, August 26th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. That's quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. And Tom Hanks is going to pop up in that evening's game in some way, shape, or form. Back to round number 1, question number 9. Phytophthora infestans is a mold-like microorganism commonly known by what B word, which was a major culprit of the Irish potato famine? That culprit of the potato famine is known as blight. Blight is what afflicted them. And lastly, question number 10. What godfather of soul released the song Do the Mashed Potatoes in 1960, leading to a dance craze? That godfather of soul is James Brown, your correct response for number 10. And that does bring us to the end of round number 1. Let's check in with our standings for our top teams, see how it's going thus far. Big tie here for second place right now with 9 points apiece. We've got Does This Smell Like Chloroform, Team Cockroach, The Next Registration, J&J, Third Wheelin', Scouts Team, Team 578, Team Cockroach, and Team 578. And in the lead right now with a perfect score, 10 for 10, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Round 2 coming up in just a moment. So much game left to go. Before we get there, in addition to hosting this weekly virtual game, we also run private events, virtual private events, in-person private events. So whatever you have in mind, reach out to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, and I'll work right directly with you to help put together the perfect game to suit your interests. Hope to hear from you soon. Our second round of the night, let's do it. It is in the topic of brownie points. In this round, brown will be featured in either the question or the answer. Here's number 1. What city is home to Brown University? Founded in 1764, it is the 7th oldest institution of higher education in the United States. Brown University, located in Providence, Rhode Island, is your correct response for number 1. Question number 2. What country music group with the 2011 song Knee Deep, a collaboration with Jimmy Buffett, surprised fans at Fenway Park in August 2026 with free tickets aboard the Margaritaville at Sea cruise ship? They were playing a sold-out crowd, 37,000 people, a $40 million value of these tickets, 2 per person. I don't know if Margaritaville at Sea is a good cruise line. Any reviews out there? Not sure, but sounds amazing. It was Zach Brown Band who gave those tickets away. 61% of you got that one right. Question number 3. Yvette Nicole Brown portrayed S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Phyllis Jenkins in Avengers Endgame, part of a meta-casting of Community actors following what directors from TV into the MCU? Looking for the names of the directors. They got their start directing a bunch of episodes of Community and went on to work in the MCU. It's the Russo brothers. Your correct response for number 3. Question number 4. Ursa maritimus, Latin for sea bear, is an alternative name for what species of large bear, a close relative of the brown bear? A close relative of the brown bear. Amongst the largest bears out there, Kodiak's may be bigger by some metrics. It's a polar bear. 75% of you got that one right. Question number 5. Brown v. the Board of Education partially overturned what 1896 Supreme Court decision by determining that the concept of separate but equal was unconstitutional? Brown v. the Board of Education partially overturned. Plessy v. Ferguson is your correct answer for number 5. 54% of you got that one correct. Question number 6. Neither a star nor a planet. What astronomical objects are often described as failed stars due to their lack of stable luminosity and have a mass that is 13 to 80 times that of Jupiter? Not a star, not a planet. It's a brown dwarf. Your correct response for number 6. Question number 7. Big Brown is a common nickname for what company founded as American Messenger Company in Seattle, Washington in 1907? Big Brown, aka UPS, United Parcel Service. 93% of you got it right. 3 more questions in this brownie points round. Here's number 8. Before serving as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and leader of the Labour Party from 2007 to 2010, Gordon Brown held what position for 10 years under Tony Blair, the official title for the UK's finance minister? The UK's finance minister is better known as the Chancellor Exchequer is your correct answer for number 8. And 79% of you got that one right. Perhaps you knew it, just cold, well done. Or maybe you follow me on Instagram, and this one did happen to be my hint of the night. I do give away a hint every single time that we bring you a new game. And our next quiz is coming up 1 week from today. You'll find us back here on Wednesday, August 26th, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith. I'll help you out with a hint next week. Question number 9. What prosecutor did Sterling K. Brown portray in the 2016 FX limited series The People v. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story? Maybe this one should have been my hint of the night. The show did come out a while ago. Courtney B. Vance is the actor who played Johnny Cochran, while Sterling K. Brown portrayed Chris Darden is your correct response for number 9. Tough. Well done to that 25% of you who got it right. And our final question of round number 2. What 1947 children's book by Margaret Wise Brown begins, "In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon"? A classic bedtime story. It's Goodnight Moon. moon, balloon. They kind of rhyme. 68% of you got that one right, and that does bring us to the halfway point of this evening's game. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to go. Checking in with our top teams at this critical moment of our game. Right now, we've got a tie in 12th place with 15 points between Swearwolves and Chi-Chi's Forever. Tied in 7th with 16 points, Team Cockroach, the next registration. Smarty, Party of One. J&J, Third Wheelin', Team Cockroach. Tied in 4th with 17 points. Does this smell like chloroform? Scouts team, Why Not Zoidberg, Team 5. Nope. Y'all are the only ones in 4th. Tied in 2nd with 18. Team 578 and Team 578. And in the lead right now, the only team with a perfect score, 20 for 20, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our third category this evening is in the topic of I Think I Can. Another classic reference to a kid's book. In this round, each correct answer will contain CAN. Here's number 1. Actor Tony Todd was the first actor to portray what titular character in a 1992 horror movie about a spirit who kills anyone who says his name 5 times in front of a mirror? That title character is Candyman. Your correct response for number 1. Question number 2. Actors Kerry Russell and Matthew Rhys have been in a relationship since 2014 and played fake married couple Elizabeth and Philip Jennings on what acclaimed TV drama from 2013 to 2018? That series is The Americans. Question number 3. Opening lyrics to what 1973 Elton John song were changed from Goodbye Norma Jean, Though I Never Knew You at All, to Goodbye England's Rose, May You Ever Grow in Our Hearts, for a popular 1997 re-recording? That song, Like a Candle in the Wind. Your correct answer, Candle in the Wind. 79% of you got that one correct. Question number 4. One of the founding members of what is now the National Football League, the Bulldogs, were a professional team based in what Ohio city, where the Pro Football Hall of Fame has stood since 1963? The Pro Football Hall of Fame, located in Canton, Ohio. Canton, your correct answer for number 4. Question number 5. Why don't you pass the time by playing a little solitaire? Is brainwashed POW Raymond Shaw's trigger phrase. And once he sees the Queen of Diamonds, he will carry out any command in what 1959 political thriller by author Richard Condon that was later adapted into film? That book turned movie is The Manchurian Candidate. 68% of you got that one correct. Question number 6. A campaign slogan for the Whig Party's William Henry Harrison and John Tyler for the 1840 presidential election was what location and Tyler to? Referencing Harrison's victory at an Indiana battle against Tecumseh's forces. That campaign slogan, Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Tippecanoe, what we're looking for there. 71% of you got it right. 4 more questions in this I think I can round. Named for the Roman god of fire, what is the process of treating natural rubber with heat and sulfur in order to harden it, most notably for making vehicle tires? That process of treating rubber to harden it is known as vulcanization. Sure, it says 89% of you got it right, but in fact, every team who submitted got that one correct. Question number 8. Pisa, Siena, and Florence are some of the most notable cities in what region of central Italy that is considered the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance? That Italian region is Tuscany. Your correct answer for number 8. Question number 9. Employing an oboe and coconut shells to evoke the gait of a burro, a noted 20th century suite for orchestra by American composer Ferdy Grofé is named for what famous landmark? Ferdy Grofé's suite is the Grand Canyon Suite. Your correct response for number 9. And our final question of round number 3. Falling Water, one of architect Frank Lloyd Wright's most famous buildings, features balconies and terraces that utilize what design feature, where a horizontal structure is anchored on one side and projects outward without any support on the other side? That architectural feature is called a cantilever. Your correct response for number 10. And that does bring us to the end of round number 3. One category left in tonight's game. Checking in with our top teams as we head into that final round. Right now, tied in 9th place with 24 points. We've got Does This Smell Like Chloroform, Swearwolves, Jive Turkeys, Third Wheelin', Chi-Chi's Forever, and the question marks. Tied in 6th with 25 points, Team Cockroach, the next registration. J&J and Team Cockroach. Tied in 4th with 26, Scouts Team and Why Not Zoidberg. Tied in 2nd with 28, Team 578 and Team 578. And in the lead with a perfect score thus far, 30 for 30, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our picture round tonight is in the category of cartoons of the 2000s. In this round, you are going to see 10 stills from animated TV series that aired in the 2000s. Your goal is to identify each TV show for 1 point apiece. On your answer sheet, inside of each image, you're going to find a number from 1 through 10. Then underneath those 10 numbered images, you'll find 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the TV show on the corresponding numbered blank. So make sure your answers are in the correct order. You are going to have 5 minutes on the clock to work on this round. I'll check in halfway through, see how it's going for you all. At the end of the 5 minutes, we'll go over the correct answers and move on to our tiebreaker question to close out this evening's game. Let's do it, everybody. Here are those 10 animated TV shows of the 2000s. Good luck. We are halfway through the picture round. Hope it's going well for you all. Reminder, looking for the name of the TV series. You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and we'll find out how you did. Don't forget to submit your answers. It's about that time. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you click submit answers. Your countdown timer heading your way. Cartoon TV series of the 2000s. Image number 1. That's the Wild Thornberrys. And I do believe starring in that show. Hold on, let me double check right now. Yeah, I'm right. Starring in that show is a theme of ours from many seasons ago. You have just been.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Tim Curry. Number 2. That is Phineas and Ferb. Number 3 is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Image number 4. I don't know this one, but several of you did. And the show is called Codename Kids Next Door. Image number 5 is Kim Possible. Image number 6, that is the Proud Family. Image number 7 is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Image number 8 is Invader Zim. Number 9, Ed, Edd, and Eddy. And number 10, The Fairly Odd Parents. How did you do? Let's find out. The toughest one of the round with, let's see, 50% of you getting it was Codename Kids Next Door, and the easiest one with 82% of you getting it correct was Phineas and Ferb. This does bring us to our final question of the evening, the tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever's closer is going to break that tie. Here's your question. How much money in USD Did the 2010 M. Night Shyamalan movie The Last Airbender make it the worldwide box office? If your team ended up in a tie here tonight and finished in the top 15 or so teams, we will be posting the results of this tiebreaker over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So you can check in over there tomorrow to see what ended up happening with this tiebreaker. And I hope very much that you'll join us 1 week from today for our next virtual game. We'll be back on Wednesday, August 26th at 8 o'clock Eastern Time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Let's find out an answer here for this tiebreaker question. How much money in USD did the 2010 M. Night Shyamalan movie The Last Airbender make at the worldwide box office? Famously, a movie that people who like the TV series, I believe, did not enjoy. I've never seen either. I've heard the TV show is excellent. The movie made $319,713,881 worldwide. And that does bring us officially to the end of this evening's game. Let's see what happened with our final scores here this evening by heading on over to the winner's circle. Finishing up tonight's game in a tie for 14th place with 32 points. Congratulations go to Duck and Vaquita and Jive Turkeys. In a tie for 11th with 33 points, we've got Does This Smell Like Chloroform, Smarty, Party of One, and Why Not Zoidberg. Tied in 6th place tonight with 34 points, Swearwolves, Team Cockroach, The Next Registration, third Wheelin', Chi-Chi's Forever, and Team Cockroach. In 5th place tonight with 35 points, J&J. In 4th with 36, Scouts Team. Tied in 2nd place with 38 points, Team 578 and Team 578. And in the lead tonight with a perfect score, 40 for 40, all on their lonesome. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Thank you all again so very much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizio team for creating the software that you all played the game on here this evening. It's been a pleasure hosting for you all. We'll see you next week. Until then, be well, everyone. See you soon.